All right, guys, so I'm out here in the backyard today reorganizing this chaos. I just got home from Mississippi. I thought I'd make a quick video, and it's pretty informative, and it's something that I built over the years that trial and error has brought to my attention, so to speak. All the things that you need and possibly don't need on a out-of-state camp style DIY turkey hunt. These are the things that I take with me. They might differ from what you use or somebody you watch uses. I just kind of wanted to go over my gear list, why I use it and why I take it with me, and just show you guys how I kind of keep it all together and all the gear that I use. So let's take a look. All right, so as far as sleeping quarters, I've got this River Country product tent right here. I got it off Amazon about 5 years ago. I use my trekking poles on both ends with some strings and 6 stakes to kind of keep it up. And I've also got on the inside my Climate Static V-Reckon sleeping pad. It's been really good to me. It holds up well, along with a 0 degree King's sleeping bag, mummy style. And I really like this sleeping bag. It keeps me really warm. It has held up in 10-degree weather when we was out in Wyoming, but I will actually blow this up. I'll sleep on this. I'll go ahead and get in my mummy sleeping bag, and if it's real cold, I keep an extra fleece blanket with me just to kind of wrap myself, but my grandma made that for me, so y'all don't make fun of me. And in here with me, normally I'll have my tote with my camping accessories in it and maybe my clothing bag. But other than that, if it's going to be really nasty outside, I'm not going to get this out. It's a one-man tent. It really barely has enough room for me, but it's a great shelter. It's super waterproof. This one wasn't too bad. I just had to spray the lining with some of that waterproofing silicone spray, and it's done really good for me over the years. I'm also not going to get this out, but I'll kind of show you guys. It's just a hammock, and it's super light and portable. It fits in the palm of your hand. These are the straps that go with it. If I'm somewhere, I just want to take a quick break. If I'm backpacking or hunting deep in some national forest, I'll even stick this in my vest somewhere to take a quick nap up off the ground. But it doesn't weigh anything, doesn't take up any space, so I always take it with me on my trips. All right, guys, so my other like cooking slash camping setup, I've had this gas one little cooker right here going on since 2018. It's been really good. It runs off this butane fuel. It's super cheap. It lasts forever. I've had this bottle for a year now, along with this Stanley cup right here, which has got a fill line on the inside that's perfect for a Mountain House meal, along with a spoon. This is the case that the gas grill goes in. See, it just fits right in there. I take a Yeti with me. I'm not a Yeti fanboy. They're just really good, durable coolers, and I stole this from my dad, and he hasn't asked for it back in 5 years. So that's why I have a Yeti. And it works great as like a seat, whatnot, around a campfire. Moving on, I've got a fuel pack right here, and somewhere, I believe, let's see if I can find it. And somewhere I've got a little stove that just screws right on the top of this. It folds out. You push a button and it lights. I can't find it right now for some reason. So moving on, as far as charging and whatnot, I've got a couple different chargers. This one is falling apart. It's still working. I got this off Amazon as well. You can see the green light maybe right there. It has a little flashlight on the top, but set this thing out in the sun while you're hunting all day, come back and you can charge your phone, but it packs up nice. Got this Milwaukee light right here that lasts me up to like 6 days. I use it in the morning when getting dressed, use it inside my tent. Pretty handy little thing right there. Little cheap saw. You never know when you need to cut some firewood. And I've always got a first aid kit with me. It's got, you know, all the stuff that if you get cut, nicked, whatever. I got a picture of me and my mom in there. But it's got all this other stuff behind it. Haven't had to use it yet. Fingers crossed I don't ever have to. And I'm not sure how I forget this one so often. But when I leave the house, I try to grab a package of baby wipes for the rear end because they're just so much nicer. I don't buy the expensive dude wipes or nothing. I just go with the cheap ones that we buy at Target for the kiddos. This is really discombobulated and unorganized. There's that other fuel thing I was telling you about with some waterproof matches down in the bottom and a lighter. But this is just a bag I use. I've got some Sawyer water bags. I don't have a filter. I lost my filter for them, but I normally use these on an elk hunt. Normally don't have to use them. I just keep a 24 pack of water in my truck on the trip. I've got some duct tape down in here, electrical tape, some scissors that I think I stole from work, a can of off that needs to be thrown away, and I'm down to my last dehydrated meal, which I probably won't eat anyways because it looks like it's disgusting. A couple paper plates, extra light that I think you can pop that loose, pop it open, and it got a little lantern in it. You can hang that in the tent. Moving on. So as far as like food and stuff, I keep like Pop-Tarts with me to grab in the mornings. These little soups are really nice and come in handy whenever you're in a pinch and you're not close to town. Granted, I can take food to cook in my cooler. Normally I'm hunting all day long, and when I come back to camp I just want to grab something fast, so maybe some ramen or something to fill the void. I've got a lot more waters in my truck, and I don't think you're supposed to eat this, but I do keep these with me when I go on the longer trips for a little bit better fuel mileage. Forgive the shadows, guys. I'm really sorry. This is a really quick video before I go pick up the kids at daycare, but I always keep my pair of Crocs with me. Normally I'm wearing them, but they're a great camp shoe to have around if you're at a campground and you want to take a shower and you don't want to get nasty foot fungus all over you. Wear these in the shower, wear these around camp, or if you're feeling froggy, go kill a turkey in them. I also have my Kenetrek Mountain Extremes. These are really nice boots. They're very expensive, and the only reason I have them is because my best friend Jeremy Freeman decided that these didn't fit his feet, and he sold them to me for $100. So shout out to Jeremy Freeman. Great boot for hiking in the mountains like Alabama, some places in Tennessee, but places like I went this weekend down in Mississippi requires a little bit of a water boot. I went with the Dry Shod Destroyers. I really like these. They've held up great, going on 2 years now. I put them through hell. There's no doubt about that. And always, I cannot leave the house without these. My Frog Tog hip waders, and I haven't used these a ton. They're not very comfortable, but these can be easily packed in a bag, or I can strap them to my turkey vest. And if there's a slough or something that I need to cross, that these ain't gonna cut it, I can throw these on, get across that water and get to them goblin birds. Or I keep them in my kayak during deer season. If I need to get out of the kayak, go through land, don't want to drag the kayak, I can just put those on and get across the next piece of water. So there's my footwear. Everybody seems to have their opinions on what to use and what not to use. You know, decoys are a hot one right now. You're not a turkey hunter if you use decoys. I don't listen to those people. I do not run decoys very often anymore, just because I feel like they scare more birds than you end up killing. But this Avian X has been really helpful to me and my daughter. It really comes in handy out in Kansas where it's open and you're bow hunting. This Dakota hen I've had since like 2016, and pretty simple decoy, but it holds up well and been pretty good to me. All right, guys, this is the hunt box. Now bear with me because it's a mess. I pulled my vest out just a second ago. I'm running the Nightingale Running Gun 200. It's a pretty good vest for what it is. Does everything that I need it to do for all my self-filming and the calls that I run. I really don't run a lot. I run a Maywood custom call pot call. I've got my owl hooter and a striker in there. My bullets are also down in that pouch. It's a pretty big pouch. On this side, I've got my mouth calls, and I've got a tube call inside here, gloves, face mask in there, Gatorade bottle, water bottle goes right there, and maybe an extra layer or two, something to put in here. You can strap something to the back of it. So I like this vest a lot. And my hunting clothes are a disaster. I've got some old leafy jackets I've had since I started turkey hunting like close to 21 years ago. I cannot stress how important thermals are, especially early season traveling around the country. This weekend in Mississippi, it was literally 22 degrees 2 of the 3 mornings, and these things were a lifesaver. Just some basic Habit mossy oak bottomland pants, other set of the leafy, another piece of my thermals right here, the 3/4 legging merino. You can't beat it, man. I keep a rain jacket in here, along with some rain pants. And honest to God, I think I would probably rather try and castrate a cat that has not been sedated than hunt turkeys in the rain and wind. So I'd rarely ever use those. Got some foot warmers in case it's just miserable like it was in Wyoming last year. I'm not really sure why I keep these little stickers in here. I guess if I want to tape up some cameras and try to hide them a little bit more. I've had these for years. I almost never use them. Gloves that are supposed to be in there. Gaiters. More charging equipment, which I cannot stress how important this kind of stuff is whenever you're filming your hunts and you're not really close to a town where you can charge your stuff, and it's good thing to have around. Extra cords. I've got an extra phone down in here for emergencies that I can slide a SIM card in or use it for filming. I keep a couple Ziploc bags for turkey breast. A couple trash bags for my trash, keep in the back of the truck. Don't litter. If you do, you're a douchebag. Allen wrenches. Bike tire inflator. I don't even remember why I have this. I guess I wanted to be cool and take a shot after I killed a turkey. That's been very few and far between. That's why it's still in here. Headlamp. Do not forget your headlamp. I've got a bunch of just junk got a bunch of just lower end shells in here for patterning my shotgun so I don't have to waste my TSS. Sock cap. Hockey tape. It quiets things up, makes it warmer to the touch, and can possibly make some stuff not so shiny. Backup knife. My granddad got me. And in this bag right here, I have all kinds of other like filming accessories that I can use for my phone or my GoPro, and those stay in here. I've got this right here as well, and it has seen its better days. Here's the final bag that I use, guys. I keep some of my hunting stuff in here, my casual wear. If we go out to eat anywhere on a town that we're in, it's got some more thermal layers, some warmer stuff, warmer camo, my pullover, some underwear. Cannot forget plenty of socks on a trip. Different types of camo. When I'm out west, I honestly prefer these patterns a little bit more. Like the First Light. This Nomad stuff looks pretty good too. Plenty of pairs of underwear, an extra belt. Let's see, some extra leggings. These aren't my first go-to, but they come in handy in a pinch. Do not forget, I already took mine out because I brushed my teeth when I got home, but your toothbrush, toothpaste. On this side, I've got kind of a rain cover to put over this bag if I cannot put it inside my tent with me at night. Deodorant. And this right here for all the sweaty, nasty feet that you get from chasing gobblers for miles and miles and miles. Can't beat it. Last but not least, permethrin. I go through one of these about every 2 years. This Sawyer stuff is, in my opinion, unbeatable. If you want to keep ticks, chiggers, mosquitoes off you, unless you're in West Tennessee, the mosquitoes don't give a damn. This right here is what you go to. All right, guys, well, that's the gear list. This is what I use. It's what I take on an out-of-state trip. It's nothing fancy. It's not over the top. It's all pretty basic, lower end stuff, but it gets the job done for me. If you guys have any questions on my gear list, what I use and whatnot, or want to ask me why I use a certain thing, or tell me that I'm using something wrong, please reach out to me. You can comment down below. You can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Other than that, feel free to subscribe. I've got a ton of videos coming up as far as turkey content. If I haven't released the Mississippi hunt, I will release it very soon. And I appreciate you guys' support, and thanks for watching as always. And we'll see you on the next one.